Hello there, my name is Lakhan. Today we are going to talk about the most important rules in English. If you understand this rule, your pronunciation would be accurate. You would not be pronouncing any kind of word incorrectly. You're going to pronounce every letter accurately after understanding these rules. So what are rules and what exactly about it? I'm going to share with you all of that. Actually, these are silent letters in English, and silent letter has a specific, if you can go on Google, you will find mixed maybe kind of, but I'm going to share with you one by one, correctly, one rule, one letter, how many rule it has. Every letter has a different rule. I'm going to share with you. First, suppose if you don't know these rules, how do you pronounce these letters? You can take a look, you can pause the video, try to pronounce them. See, I hope you made a mistake. I hope you couldn't, if you are really good at. But if you don't know these letters, if you don't know how to pronounce them, I am going to share with you some rules today. We are going to learn after studying this all rule, you are going to pronounce every letter accurately. So now let's take a look of all these rules. If you can see rules, there are silent. It start from the B, letter C, letter E. There is not F, Gen, E, G, G, H, right? You have a lot of. If we learn all of them in this video, the video would be very long. I'm going to split it. I'm going to make 2 or 3 videos. In the first video, we're going to talk about letter B silent, letter D, letter C, and letter E. So we have only B, C, D, E, and it has a 2 rule of each one. Okay, so we are going to talk about the letter B first of all. Before going ahead, if you would like to watch all those videos and you want to be aware of these rules, try to subscribe our channel for getting more videos. If you can click on bell icon, you'll be getting upcoming video related to this topic also, and many more. So like this video if you will be enjoying this one and you find it useful, hit the like button. Let's get into it. So first letter is silent letter B. So silent letter has a 2 rule, as I mentioned. The first rule is if the letter B comes after M at the end of the word, so it is usually not pronounced. I can give you some example. I can ask you to guess them. For example, you have M and B at the end of the word, it would not be pronounced. The first example is this. What do you call about this one? You could say thumb. Yeah, B is silent. You can't say thumb, you can say thumb. We have one like tool to make our hairs. How do you say? Comb, comb, comb. When you are throwing, it is blasting. What do you say? Bomb. Exactly. When you go to mountain, which word do you use? Climb. So climb, lamb, tom, bum. So you have a lot of words. Second rule, B, letter B won't be pronounced if B appears before the letter T. Yeah, if you have a B and T together, so B usually not pronounced. For example, if you have any confusion, you can use word doubt, right? So doubt, date, settle. That's all. Moving to the next one is silent letter C. C letter usually can't be pronounced as the rule number first. C letter can't be pronounced in combination of S and C. When you have S and C together, you can't pronounce. For example, you can use to cut something. Scissor. What are these? What are them? Muscles. And we have nowadays in our word, the word that we read also in our classes. Science, school, fascinate, lot of words, right? Okay, there is second rule. The second rule is the letter C is usually silent before the letter K and Q. If you have a K and Q, it will, for example, CK and CQ. If you have a CK and CQ, it will be silent. So acknowledge, block, clock, lock, etc. And with CQ, acquaint, acquaintance, acquaintances, that's all. And now the letter number D. Silent letter has also two. The first rule is if the letter D appears before N and G, it will stay silent. For example, age, cage, we have one of the day like Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, and hedge, beige, etc. You have a lot of words. Okay, the rule number 2, D stays silent in following word. You can see here: sandwich, handsome, handkerchief, Wednesday, right? So these are all rules related letter D, E and D, C and B. Now you have a silent letter E, the last one. So silent letter E has two rules. Let's get into and take a look. When the letter E appears at the end of the word, it's usually not pronounced. What I mean when you have at the end of the word, for example, hide, please, bird, hate, love, age, etc., etc. You have a lot of words. You can't pronounce usually that, right? All right. I hope you got all of them. Now we are going to take a look. The last rule of today's lesson, today's video, is the rule number 2, letter E. If E letter comes before the letter D in the second and the third form of the verb, letter E might not be pronounced sometime. For example, allowed, allow, allowed. So allowed, you can say only the loud. Played, begged, right? You are not pronouncing like E, you're saying the. So there are some silent, there are also rules of ED. When you read ED rules, ED, how to pronounce ED, so you can understand this rule there also. You can't pronounce ED here, so you will be saying only the. So played, begged, aloud. I hope you got it. So it's all about the letter E. So we learned, let me summarize quickly. Letter B, it has a two rule. The first rule is if you have letter M and B together at the end of the word, it would not be pronounced. And letter 2, rule number 2, if you have letter B and T together, like before T you have this, so you can't be pronounced. Then we learned two rules of letter C, like number first, as we learned, let it CQ and CK, right? So, and we had a letter D had also two rules. We can't pronounce as Wednesday, and some following word as we have learned: handkerchief, handsome. And at the end of the day we learned, ultimately we learned letter E had also two rules. I hope you got it, all of them. So it was quickly summarizing to all of them, and try to take this video more deeply. So try to watch this video more deeply. If you can't understand, try to write down. If you would like to see those rules, you can also try to check the link below description. You'll be getting this small article that I already wrote, this one. So this is the first part. Try to remember. I'm going to share with you the second part of this video, where you are going to learn letter G, letter GH, and so on, so on. So today's video, that's all. Thank you for giving time, and I hope you understand all these rules. Enjoy your rest of the day. See you next time. Love you. Bye.